Hi folks, we are at the World Cup and we will be watching one of the games that I played in this tournament. So this is the game against Australia's Greyjoy crossing deck, and it's actually a game I was quite optimistic about because the deck doesn't have some of the usual counters that Bara control dislikes. So there's no Maester Moor and Moor. There is no We Do Not Sow to get rid of your locations, no Victarion that stands. There's the other one instead. And it's a slightly unusual plot deck, as you can see, with Desperate Attack and Varys' Riddle, which is interesting in open deck lists. You can pretty much target stuff and you know if you're likely to hit, but have a deck that doesn't really have that many great targets for that, or any targets really, so it's quite a decent counter. And then crossing itself, of course, is in trouble against control if you can target the icons and basically turn the agenda into a disadvantage. So they have one weak challenge, the middle challenge is normal, and then the strong challenge either doesn't happen or it's affected by cards like Storm's End or Traitor to the Crown, or actually a combination of these two. And yeah, the whole thing is just blocked. And as you can see, the locations that are not going to be touched here: Black Cell, Storm's End, the Red Keep, Throne and Chamber as well. So quite a difficult prospect for my opponent. And we have Lords for cheap rights, but even they cannot really get past Sir Eldon, so we'll see how it goes. So in testing I've played basically against myself and won every game, and seemed quite easy, but you never know in the actual game. Weird things could happen, and of course my opponent is going to play this much better than I did in the pretend games. So let's have a look how the game went. Okay, so the setup is bizarre. Now can we risk it? It's it's a 5-card setup with almost no characters. I guess we can risk it. Duped Red Keep with this, the Black Cells, and Dragonstone Fightful. Let's keep it. Let's make it interesting. Maybe we draw no characters or something. Could also set up Storm's End. Storm's End, Black Cells, and this. I guess Duped Red Keep slightly better here. And well, we can always get the trigger if we just set it up. We save some gold, so it would be better to set it up. But the problem is that if the Lords for cheap right is in play, then it blocks me in round 1, right? Let's set it up anyway. Okay. Okay, it is awkward, as you can see. I drew dupes of locations, so this is going to be the toughest one yet, tougher than any tests I did. And so, not sure what the plan is for my opponent. Is it to open Varys' Riddle, or is it to play some kind of crazy desperate attack or something? With the Maiden, I can get Storm's End, I guess. So I'm safe whatever happens, but I could just play Pintoshi, play all the locations left, and Shireen as well. Let's play the Maiden. That's too bad. Although, well, no econ on this side, so don't really want to give him gold either, so it's fair enough. Oh, come on. Well, we better not lose the power challenge now that we have nothing, so we need the red keep draw. And no Iron Throne, so we need to win dominance as well if I marshal my encampment. Oh, okay. Should have used the agenda. Should have used the agenda immediately. We can get it with Shirin though. It's not even that necessary to get the black cells trigger, right? Because we have this. What to do? Play Storm's End and Shirin. It's not great. I can't play the encampment, then I would need to play this. So I'd basically have 8 gold. And if I use the reducer, I can put stuff on Tion as well. Okay, so that seems like the thing to do here. I could bring her out from shadows. That costs me 5. I would have 3 left. This is the play, I think. She could get, he could get cancelled, I guess, with a fanatic in theory, but okay. So probably considering crossing this round. Fine. Let's get one of the dupes. Okay, so this one needs defending. Let's just read this. Yeah. If I let this one go, I can defend the other one when I turn it into military, but then I'm losing the power challenge, right? So not getting my red keep. Now both of them need to attack, which means dominance is tied. Only Theon attacks, okay, that's weird. Then let's cancel it, stop the crossing, stop the claim. But I do lose dominance. Okay, so let's count 11 locations. I have 22 in my deck, so that's quite an achievement. And 3 of the 5 attachments already drawn. So I'm bound to top deck a character, right? Imagine if I play Pintoshi now and then I don't have 10 gold to spend. Let's do, well, Brand the Builder is supposed to be played here, but what am I searching for? The throne. It's the only one missing. I have 5, 6, Econ, 7. Yeah. Should be getting black cells as well, unless the shipwright comes in. Alright, confiscation gets rid of my attachment. Let me go first. I have another one for Theon or whoever. And this is slightly better. Don't need to use my agenda now. There's only one old bill bone, so let's see what comes in. Okay. That's quite a protection against Maido Harris, unfortunately. How to do this? If I wanted to win dominance with him, would be quite a task. I don't think it's on. So let's marshal Alistair first to see what he gets me. Location, of course. Was there ever any doubt? And okay, then I wasted the gold because I can't marshal anything else. If I want to do this, I could use reducer, play Devan without any gold, and then card in shadows. I guess that's the play. Yeah, power icons are the weakest. I can't target them. I would need to put this on the fishmonger or this on Theon and then black cells on the fishmonger, which is slightly weird. We could just wait, see what my opponent does first, and then we decide, right? characters just in case. That's fine by me. Won't oppose anything, I'll just try to do some challenges back to trigger Bran the Builder, get my Iron Throne as well. Then I have Throne Chamber on top of everything else. Although, you know what? 22 locations, there's half a chance it misses because I've drawn all of them. Military. Turn this into power, put the attachment on him, stop Theon, then he does a challenge, but yeah, this and could be Kraken's Grasp, so let's let it go. We'll kill the reducer. Gold doesn't matter in this deck, I don't think. And now it doesn't matter anymore, so even if they both attack I can stop it and then strike back, so don't need to do the Black Cell trick. If only he attacks, yeah, I can just put this on him and then stop this guy from defending on my power challenge. Would have stopped him with Shireen anyway. But now I think I can... still struggling to win dominance actually. If I want to do 2 challenges now, do I want to do military? Maybe kills off the Fanatic, so that's not ideal. So let's not do any military. Let's just do 2 power challenges. And I can do it with the 2 smallest characters and tie dominance, which is not ideal. Or I can just do 1 power challenge with Shireen. Depends if we get the throne or not. Okay, is there anything left to search for in the deck? I don't believe so. Just economy, but we'll be marshalling a limited anyway, so. I think I'll leave it. Yeah, I think I'll leave it to win dominance and get the standing location instead. Draw another one just for good measure. So how many is that now? 7 in play. 6, that's 13, 14 of the 22. At least this deck doesn't play any location control, basically. Nothing that gets locations off the board, so I don't particularly mind this, they're doing work. Okay. Pentoshin then. And then Duharis anyway, if he marshals anything big, that's one of the options. Leaves me with trade routes for later. That's a nice play. although when some characters are net, easier to control the others. Baratheon. Not sad to see Delena, in case we see Maiden's Bane. Now do we have a Balon or an Asha? Victarion. Okay, better not let him get any power on him, or do any intimidate. No Shadow Priestess or anything like that, unfortunately. So, throne and chamber, I guess. Delena and Selisi. She can grab the Bastard of Night Song. Oh, forgot about him. Yeah. No military icons unless I marshal him, which I won't. Prefer to keep him for later. And let's have this played from Shadows. What do we have? We have to seize the initiatives. Okay, that's for desperate attack, I guess. We have one Grasp and Crown and Balon. So I don't think we need Balon. And let's just stop Victarion here. And see what happens. Well, it was interesting in the first round where I drew no characters basically, but after that it's starting to look like the games that I played in testing. It's not enough control for these locations and they're going to trigger, and crossing is extremely difficult to pull off against the control deck because you can target the icons, and the power challenge is completely controlled, right? So this guy can still do a power challenge, but then Shireen, there's no stealth to get past her. So what's happening here? Military of some kind, which I won't bother with. Nevan doesn't stay on the board for Dohaeris, so he can just go. And If it's Intrigue next, I let that one go as well. I have 3 expendable cards and this bastard that I would like to keep. Difficult to defend it against Kraken's Grasp and the Raiding Longship, so would need to use Shireen probably with Silisi, giving her the icon. If there was a bit more penalty for for letting unopposed challenges through, like a Great Kraken at least. There is Rise of the Kraken coming up, so that would be a penalty. I really need the military icon here, so I could turn that into power. I'd like to do the Intrigue to have a chance of discarding the Meister. Can use the ship, but then I use her ability. Even win on defense, which is relevant if I had Clash of Kings. That's still to come later. Okay, so we'll do a power challenge. In any case. And then we shall consider. Well, with Throne and Chamber, keeping him on 3, I think we just do the Intrigue challenge, leave Storm's End. Yeah, just try to get the one character that is still in hand. He was successful with my Bastard of Night Song. I bet I get to seize the initiative, right? Okay. Where's Melisandre and my Eldon? Not sad to see this though. It's going straight on Victarion. And still not forced into Dohaeris here. Can just play another round. Nothing to spend the gold on. This I could do. Better after Dohaeris though. Let's do it anyway. Stops him even doing a power challenge probably because I win on defense. Yeah, he's gonna play the seize the initiative, right? So I could go first and force him to play that, but it's not. Let's not risk it because I don't want to go first, just in case he doesn't. He doesn't do it. Okay, now we'll see with Eldon. So if I suspect we have to go into Dohaeris, I can leave him because these are pretty nice cost-wise. There might be 2 claim military, we'll see. If I can win without Dohaeris, then I just marshal him. Can do double black cells because there's no shadow cards. Can do double Storm's End though, and I have Clash of Kings, so yeah, I could just win, right? Now that stops Shirin. But it does not matter. Let's play him. This can go in shadows. This can be played. Put this guy in. And this perfectly affordable as well. Yeah, let's pass. I want him to do challenges. If he's not doing a power challenge, I can't trigger Clash of Kings on defense, so let's wait for Victarion to go into a challenge and then we'll slap that traitor on him. No saves. I don't think this deck is even playing Reasons, so needs dupes to be able to play Morgulis. I'm meaning if that happens with empty boards, with Throne Chamber, with Black Cells triggers, even if I don't draw characters, so can't really reset me from this point. Okay, so 2 characters in the challenge. Okay. Let's let it go. Doesn't matter if I oppose because there's Kraken's Grasp in this. He's triggering the plot. There will be Intimidate. Stand is prevented, so what do I kill? The 2 reducers, I think. So the Harris, which is not going to be played in this game, there's 3, 6, so I guess 1 reducer capped would be better, but I want the icons just in case he goes for Intimidate. Yeah, Delena stops it and Storms and stops him, even if he did have the Bastard trait. Okay, that's intimidated one of my icons, so let's try to keep the other one. I can afford to let unopposed intrigue through. I think I just win this round with 2 Storms and triggers, right? And triggering Clash 3 times. So don't see any reason why I would even do anything at this point. Just going to concede a bunch, but it's not enough to lose me the game. So all in all, I've went rounds without triggering Storms and then Black Cells even. So just the 2 claim power is the one that we need to stop. I could do black cells here, but doesn't matter, yeah. I'll stop it anyway. Okay, let's do military. Make sure it's unopposed. Power. And I think there's no fanatic in hand. Not that it matters, I win with the chamber at this point, right? So let's stand it anyway. So unopposed is 15, power 16, clash of kings 17, dominance 18, chamber 19, yeah, plenty. Had the power gain in the end, didn't even need to stall that hard. Okay, so that's the game, and hopefully tomorrow more of the same.